All right, so in this video, we want to expand and simplify these polynomial equations. So let's start with this first one over here. In order to expand, I need to multiply the number on the outside with all the terms inside. So 5x times 5x squared, 5 times 5 is 25, and x times x squared is x cubed. 5x times 3x, so 5 times 3 is 15, x times x is x squared. And 5x times negative 4 is negative 20x. In this case, there's no like terms that I can combine, so this is just my final solution. This second question here, we're multiplying two factors. We're going to do FOIL, which is basically first times first, first times outside, inside times inside, and last times last. Let's start by multiplying the first two terms. X squared times 2x is 2x squared. X times 5 is 5x. Negative 6 times 2x is negative 12x. And negative 6 times positive 5 is negative 30. Then I can combine these two like terms in the middle. So 5x minus 12x is just negative 7x. And this is my final solution. Let's go to the third example. Slightly more difficult over here, but similar idea. We have two brackets multiplying here, two brackets multiplying here, and we're adding them. So according to BEDMAS, we should do multiplication before addition. So I'm going to start by multiplying these two brackets. Now, since there's nothing outside the bracket, and since there's just a plus sign here, I don't need brackets anymore once I do the multiplication. I'm going to start by foiling out these two brackets. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. 3 times x is plus 3x. And 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. I'll put the plus sign here and I'll FOIL out these two brackets. So 5x times 3x is 15x squared. 5x times negative 7 is negative 35x. Negative 6 times 3x is negative 18x. Negative 6 times negative 7 is positive 42. Then I'll just combine like terms for each one of these. You can do it all together as well, but just to make things easier, I'll combine like terms. Negative 3x and plus 3x just cancel each other out. So I just have x squared minus 9 over here. And over here, I have negative 35 minus 18, which is negative 53x plus 42. Now we'll combine like terms in the entire equation. So x squared plus 15x squared is 16x squared. I only have one x term, which is negative 53x. Negative 9 plus 42 is positive 33, and this is my final solution. For this one, it's pretty similar, but now I have numbers outside the brackets. So when I FOIL my brackets, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my number the same, and I'm going to put a bracket. Now I'm going to FOIL out these two brackets. So n times 3 is 3n. N times n is n squared. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 4 times n is negative 4n. And over here, I'll write the negative 3 the same, and I'll FOIL out these two brackets. So n times n is n squared. N times 8 is 8n. Negative 5 times n is negative 5n. Negative 5 times 8 is negative 40. I'll combine like terms in both my brackets. I'll write the 4 the same. Over here, n squared is just the largest term. 3n minus 4n is negative n. Then we just have a negative 12. And over here, negative 3. And we have n squared plus 3n minus 40. And now I'll multiply the 4 into the bracket. So 4n squared minus 4n minus 48. I'll multiply the negative 3 into this bracket. So negative 3n squared minus 9n plus 120. Finally, I'll combine like terms. So 4n squared minus 3n squared is n squared. Negative 4n minus 9n is negative 13n. Negative 48 plus 120 is positive 70. 2, and that's my final solution for this one. Let's go on to the last two questions. Honestly, they're not too much more difficult. This one over here, we have multiplication, we have exponents, and we have subtraction. So according to BEDMAS, we got to do the exponents first. I'm going to start by getting rid of my exponents by writing out the brackets 2 times. Multiplication is next, so we're just following out the 2 brackets over here. Write this the same and keep a bracket. So this is going to be 4x squared minus 2x minus 2x plus 1 minus 5, 16x squared plus 4x plus 4x plus 1. Then I'll combine like terms inside the bracket. So this is 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. And over here, it's 16x squared plus 8x plus 1. Multiply the numbers into the bracket. So 12x squared minus 12x plus 3. And over here, it's going to be 80x squared plus 40x, minus 40x minus 5. And finally, I'll combine my like terms. So 12x squared minus 80x squared is negative 68x squared. Negative 12 minus 40 is negative 52x. And 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Now my x's look like n's sometimes, but those are n's. And let's go to the last question over here. Again, similar idea. We just want to start with doing our exponent first. I'm going to write this bracket the same. You could always follow it out, but I like to follow the same steps. So over here, I'm going to write this bracket out twice. Everything else will be the same. Next, I'm going to FOIL out these 2 brackets and FOIL out these 2 brackets. That's 3a squared minus 18a plus 4a minus 24. Since there's a negative sign here, I still have to include the bracket because this negative is going to distribute into this bracket. This is 9 minus 3a minus 3a plus a squared. And I'll write the n just the same. I'll combine like terms in both brackets over there. It's negative 14a minus 24. Here it's 9 minus 6a plus a squared. It's 4 times 5 minus a. Finally, I'll multiply the numbers outside the brackets into the brackets. This is 6a squared minus 28a minus 48. Here I have to distribute the negative into the bracket, so it changes all the signs. Here I'm multiplying the 4 into this bracket. Finally, I'm going to combine like terms. So 6a squared minus a squared is just 5a squared. Negative 28a plus 6a minus 4a. So that's negative 22a, negative 26a. Negative 48 minus 9 is negative 57. Negative 57 plus 20 is negative 37. And that is my final solution.